when people are losing their sense of smell and taste, it's really scary. I mean, it's one of those things where, you kind of feel like so much of pleasure in life, unbeknownst to us, is the merge
especially
of
with food.
Oh, I'll never forget when I got a viral infection and I lost my sense of smell. And I ate a handful of blueberries, which I love. And it just tasted like bags of water. I was like, oh goodness. Like I don't, there are worse things in life.
Was it COVID that you lost your smell with?
It was. And I did the smell training, which has also been shown to work because these olfactory neurons, this is amazing, their survival is activity dependent. They require electrical activity driven by sniffing and smelling. It is true that the behavioral tool of taking a lemon and really just like getting it close to that nostril and just really trying to get whatever little whiff of lemon you can, and then taking, your coffee and getting that little whiff of coffee, whatever little remnants of smell that you can get in there has been shown to improve the survival and eventually the durability of not just the olfactory neurons, but scent. In other words, the behavioral training works. The alpha lipoic acid thing is debated. The thing about alpha lipoic acid is diabetics and people with blood sugar issues probably shouldn't take it. It can kind of reduce blood sugar a little bit. But when I had that happen, lost my sense of smell, I was like, listen, I want my smell back. So I took 600 milligrams of alpha lipoic acid, and I was doing the scent training. I was like sniffing lemon, sniffing coffee, sniffing Parmesan cheese, sniffing anything that was pungent that I could recognize. And my smell came back in a couple of days, but then again, I don't know because I didn't run the control experiment,
right?
Whether or not it would have come back anyway.
Is it only positive smells, or what about if you use smelling salts or something like really intense?
Ooh, well, smelling salts I've never used, but
well, guess what?
Do we have some?
We've got some right here.
I'd be willing to try. I think.
Jamie?
Are they legal before I do something illegal?
100%,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, these are totally legal.
All right, I'll give it a shot.
These are the one. This is
Jamie's laughing.
This is Juju Mufu, who is a real athletic freak who uses these. I don't know him, but shout out to him because this is the strongest shit we have ever tried.
I will just.
This one's sealed too. So
I'll just try a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna get all up in there. Come on.
This is like the cold plunge.
This is.
I got a funny story about the cold plunge to tell you later, but that relates to you. But
we'll get to that in a moment. But you're about to get your mind blown here, son. So this stuff is so strong that it's sealed in this bag.
Wait, is it gonna kill my olfactory neurons?
No, you'll be fine. It's so strong that even though it's sealed in this bag, like I have to rip this bag open, and
oh my,
God damn, my hands are slippery. Got a knife? Okay. It's so strong that I've broken the seal of this bag just slightly. Look, it's still kind of sealed.
Yep.
Look, you could smell it through the bag.
Well, let's try the gnome soap.
Just give a sniff.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. This bag is still sealed. I haven't even cut the bag yet.
So as somebody who had a laboratory with chemicals in it for a long time, now we run clinical trials on humans, but so no more chemicals in my lab.
Okay,
but
now take a sniff.
You
it's
learn
still
to waft it. You learn to
bottle. The bottle is
it's not even out of the thing.
No. Oh. Yeah. The bottle's still sealed. Oh, this is just the beginning.
You know when you go to a park and you go into a public bathroom at a park that has a pool?
He's getting nervous.
Yeah, I'm getting nervous. I'm no Elon Musk, but I saw what happens when people do substances on this.
Look, that was legal in the state of California, and I think everybody's getting a little out of hand. Yeah, you got in trouble.
You're like, we're down here in Texas, so.
Okay. Now, again, this is totally legal. Now, what you're going to do here is take this.
Isn't it amazing that the word legal, when said fast, sounds like illegal?
Yeah, legal.
And then you go, wait, what did you say?
Illegal. It's totally legal.
And vice versa, right?
Yeah.
All right, so what do I do?
Unscrew the cap.
Oh, look, it's my initials.
Unscrew the cap.
All right.
Put it about 6 inches from your nose. Take a big sniff. Get in there.
All right.
Oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Now imagine if you had COVID.
Wait, hold on. Let me just kind of experience that for a second.
Yeah, take it in. I'm going to have to
well, you know what's interesting?
Too, or it wouldn't be fair.
You know what's interesting?
Oh,
man.
The fresh ones are so powerful.
I can feel it in my eye because the sinuses run.
Oh, now imagine if you had COVID. You could smell it over there, huh? I imagine if you had COVID and you lost your sense of smell. Like this might be the key to getting it back.
As long as it's not killing olfactory neurons.
I don't think it's killing it. You can smell everything after it. I mean,
that's true.
I'm obviously biased.
So
because I like that thrill. For whatever reason, we have them in the green
I actually
room.
Enjoyed that. Thank you.
We have them in the green room at the mothership.
You prompted me to take several new experiences that we can talk about. But one other thing before I forget, I know I go down these like nerdy rabbit holes here, but when I did the smelling salts a moment ago, I sniffed with both nostrils, but it came in mainly through my left nostril.
Right.
And so I asked Noam Sobel, what's the deal with this left nostril, right nostril stuff? You know, you have the yogis, the switching of the nostril things. Here's what's wild. This is so wild. It turns out that every 2 hours or so, the dominant breathing nostril switches. Now, that could be interesting or that could not be interesting, right? There are a lot of things in biology that happen, but like, what is the meaning? Turns out it's a direct reflection of a shift in your so-called autonomic nervous system from parasympathetic dominant to sympathetic dominant, meaning from more relaxed to more alert. And this is happening periodically throughout the day like a seesaw and during sleep. So this whole thing with the yogis of, breathe through one nostril or the other nostril, look, the olfactory bulbs, there's a lot of crossing over of information at later stages and even some early stages once the information gets to the brain. So that whole thing is probably a little bit like weak sauce. But this idea that you're breathing easier through one nostril or the other is reflecting an underlying brain state and body state. That is absolutely true, he tells me.
Wow.
And the last thing is, you said, why would bears or bloodhounds have such better smell? Well, in the case of a bear, the size of the olfactory bulbs and the amount of brain real estate devoted to processing that information is much more. So we have a huge visual cortex. Most of our brain, frankly, is devoted to vision and to movement. Whereas, the brain of let me think of like a turtle. It's mostly movement. They have very low cerebral cortex. Maybe that's not the best example, but certainly in a scent hound, the olfactory bulbs are much bigger than they are in a sight hound. And both of those have olfactory bulbs that are much, much bigger than Jamie's bulldog over there. Those guys sniff all the time, but they're mostly snorting, trying to get scents in. Their sense of smell is much, much worse than Marshall's, than your dog. Because Marshall's a retriever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense because he can smell his ball. Like if I throw his ball and he misses it, he just starts doing a circle and then he finds it with his smell, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Smells his ball,
Yeah.